Hey YouTube, Tutor UK back again with another packages, trades, pickups, IOU type video thing. Really mixed lot today. Couple of cracking trades, like I say, with the YouTubes and an IOU. Some pickups from here, there, and everywhere, and an eBay package, which is the creme de la creme. I mean, this game is one when I sort of got back into. Well, to technically get back into, I never really stopped being into video games, but actively collecting, for want of a better word. This is the one game that I always wanted to get back. It's held its value. I mean, I think what I've paid for this, I paid for it when I was, how old was I? Must have been, what, 14 or something like that. Yeah, I think Ben Shamuso mentioned about games, obviously not, probably more a better investment, well, next to gold anyway. But yeah, there's been little to no depreciation in this game at all. If anything, it's probably appreciated in value. But I'll leave that one till last, because that is a really special game. Well, it's special to me anyway, to put it that way. So what I'll do, I'll crack on with the sort of trade / IOUs that I've done with a couple of fellow YouTubers. First up is none other than Darren Walsh Sock. He did mention about the packaging, and I think he did the same to Marcus. So there's no denying who these have come from. So yeah, it is. Yeah, it still smells of beer. You're supposed to drink it, mate, not spill it. So we did a trade of sorts anyway. I missed out on one of the games he had, unfortunately, but it don't matter, it'll come up again. So here's the note. I think Marcus called it chip paper. So it says, "How I Stu, this is an official IOU for the value of one game. All the best, Darren." I think he's done a video for what I sent him, and what he sent me, oh excuse me, now this isn't a game for me, regardless of what he says or thinks. And it's one he had on his trades video. It's Cooking Man on the DS. No, I haven't played it. I probably won't play it, but the kids do play it and they actually love it, to be honest. So there you go. It's all in there. Superb. Thanks, Darren. And my daughters, as I say, absolutely love that game. Excuse me. The coffee's repeating on me. The next one's from another fellow YouTuber, really good friend of mine on here, Minx36. I'll link him down below. This wasn't a trade, but I say it wasn't an official trade or anything like that. He just messaged me to sort of say he had a game, would I be interested in it? Of course, for the system it is. I probably will. Well, I am sending him something back, which I think he probably knows what it is. Just I've been super mad busy. After doing that. The mass system trading, that it's just, and with work and life, I will get round to doing it, Craig, though, I promise you. So, note from Craig anyway, Minx36. Hi mate, he never got round to trying this out, so let me know if it's any good, as I might pick it up again in the future. He's even sending me games that he might even want, and he'll keep an eye out for anything else that's on my list. Cheers, buddy, Craig. Really appreciate it, Craig. And to be honest, it's one that I did need. I hadn't actively been hunting it down, for want of a better word. So Craig's really very kindly sent it over to me, and it's Lillehammer '94, the Winter Olympics. Yeah, I mean, it's all super. It's all in there. Box manual, mail in, card flop, mail away, whatever you call it. It's all there. So yeah, that's another one off the list. So I really appreciate it, Craig. I haven't tried this yet. So that's definitely one that needs to get played. Right. Couple more. What I've got pickups here. Yeah, these are like shop purchases and stuff like that. Now, there's an interesting story. What I'll do, start with this one. This one picked up from local pawn shop. It's nothing special. It's one that I knew that I needed, and it's Kawasaki Superbike on the Mega Drive. Case isn't in that great condition. It is complete though. Yeah, and it's £1, so I'll pay £1 all day long Super Mega Drive games. So it's just one, just to chuck in the collection, really. Excuse me. Right, this game has a very interesting story behind it, and it must be, back in the summer. And it kind of links in a little bit to, what's his name, Chainsaw. I'll link him down below. He's done a thing about Game Station, and they had really bad dealings with them. I mean, what he was explaining and stuff, I was absolutely horrified. I just wouldn't have put up with it. I would just rip the guy's face off, to be honest. He got, I don't know what store it is. I think it's near him and Woodlin. So he's had some really bad dealings with them guys. I mean, I just commented that my game stations, well, the couple that I visit have always been top notch, and this will just go to prove, to me anyway, you know, I don't know how lucky, I don't know if that's the right word, how fortunate probably that I am. So anyway, back in the summer, I think it's back in the summer, it might have been just a little bit before then, before sort of Game Station were getting rid of all the stuff and everything else like that. You know, they still had all the retro stuff. I think most stores had a retro section, etc. And tell you what, it was before they was doing the 5 for a fiver and the 5 for a tenner deal. So the games were still kind of like individually priced. You know, like $2.99. All the retro stuff like $2.99. I think some of them were even like $7.99 and stuff like that. And this is one of the games that they had in there, and I kept on and ahhing about it. And it wasn't eBay prices, but it wasn't far off, and I kept thinking, no, I'll pick that up, I'll get it, you know, and it never left the store, etc. And then they bought in the 5 for a tenner, and I thought, and it was in with that bundle, and I thought, yes, I'm going to have that. So the game, like I said, without trying to damage it, I'll take it all out. The game they had was Shine in the Darkness. Okay. It is the Genesis version, I know. So, like I say, back before then, this was in that deal, and they bought it into the 5 for a tenner. So I was like, yes, I'm having that. Put it with the other bundles of whatever it was. Went up to the counter. There you go. Obviously, there's nothing in there. So I was like, oh, I just thought, because it was, I think that they priced it something like £9 before that. And I think their policy was anything above a fiver, they put behind the counter, and anything less they just left out on the shelves for people to steal. So my assumption was, because it had been priced higher beforehand, the cart and everything else was still behind the counter. The manager there was like, no, I'll have a look for it. And he looked through their drawer and said, no, obviously someone stole it. And I was like, bastard. So basically, I just sort of said to him, I said, look, can I buy can I buy the case? I think I paid £1 for the case. And he was like, yeah, sure, because obviously there's no need for it. So I went in the week, I think, or was it last week? No, it must have been in the week. Had a quick word with the manager. He's a manager again, and again, this is what I was saying about Chainsaurius, whatever. He remembered I bought it. He went, oh, I've got something for you. Obviously, probably due to them flushing out all the retro stuff, etc. I don't know, he must have found it in the back of a dusty drawer. And he went, I found Shine in the Darkness cart and manual. Do you still want it? And I was like, yeah. And to be honest, I don't know if he was surprised that I still had the box. But obviously, he clearly knew that I'd bought it, and he remembered me and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, of course. So I picked this up for, I think, £2 he charged me. So I've got a full set now. And just as a note, on the back of the cart, look, special offer, £14. So maybe it was £14. I don't think it was £14 though. So yeah, I just thought that was an interesting, a different angle, I think, on Game Station. Because as we know, well, I didn't even realise that they'd been bought out and owned by Game. But no, yeah. So I've got a complete copy of Shine in Darkness, albeit the American version. Doesn't bother me too much at the minute. So I paid something like £3 for that. So that was that from Game Station. Let's have a slurp of my coffee. Then I went over to to one of the charity shops, and I picked up a PS2 game. These are all PS2 games now. Picked up Puyo Pop Fever for £1. It's complete, in very nice condition. And then I went. No, this was a pick-up previously in the week. I just bought this by itself. I've seen this and I was like, yes, I'm having it. Now I thought that this was I don't know why I thought it was a one-on-one beat 'em up, kind of like a spin-off from the series. It's not. It's actually like the next generation of the genre of the game. Sorry. It was, the case was battered. It was really battered. So I've sorted the case out. It doesn't look too bad now, to be fair. There's a couple of dinks which I'll show you. But what I picked up is Mega Man X7 on the PlayStation 2. Now if you look closely there, you can see some like little pinholes, or basically whichever idiot had it before decided to draw all over the front and stab the front of the case. So they put like pinholes in the front of it. I don't know why. I don't know why people do that. And again, on the manual, there's a little bit of pen. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, I paid the price of some £3 for that. It works. I played it. Very good. I'm not sure if it's. It starts off side-scrolling, 2D kind of, 2D 3D type thing, and then it flicks around to a over-the-shoulder kind of view, which I don't know if it works that well. I played through the first level. It was all right. Probably not as difficult as the old ones anyway, that's for sure. So, but yeah, I thought that was a good bargain, so I grabbed that. Then the next two I've got from Game. They're doing obviously their buy one get one free deal. One of these, when I seen it, I thought it was a different game. Someone else had picked this up on the PlayStation 2. And I can't think who it was now, but it's not. It's actually, I think it's a spin-off of the franchise. So there's two games picked up. The first one is Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. I think that's something like £4 or something. And the one that sort of caught me eye and I had to sort of do a double take. And then actually I thought it might have been a different language version. I don't know why. And I've never heard of this game before. It's called Nightshade. Now, when I glanced at it, I just thought that was Shinobi. You know, the PlayStation 2 Shinobi version, but apparently it is a spin-off of Shinobi. It's by Sega. And yeah, I played the first level of that. You're fighting a wing of a plane and stuff. It's alright. I don't think there's a patch on the older Shinobi. So, I think basically for them two I paid the £5, because obviously buy one get one free, so it worked out. I think that one was £5, that one was £4.99, I can't remember. But £2.50 each for them pair. All complete, etc. You know, no marks on the manuals on these ones. So, yeah, quite chuffed with them actually. So then we come to the last game. Now, this has come all the way from good old US of A. And there's a bit of a story behind this game. For me anyway, like I mentioned at the start, this is one of the ones that I thought I want this back. I need this back in my collection. I need to play this game again. But there's a story about this. I got this for, you know, not steal. I definitely didn't overpay. I did kind of get it for a deal, and then I got stitched over basically by our friendly customs people. Now, this was on American eBay. I contacted the seller, made him an offer, etc. to send it to the UK. He agreed. I mentioned to him about the customs because I was kind of aware of it, but I didn't know all the intricacies of it. So I did ask him. I said, "Look, can you just devalue it slightly?" And he kind of agreed previously, but subsequently, what's happened is, after I spoke to him, because the game took ages to turn up compared to some of the other ones, like when I bought Zelda from the States, it turned up no problems, you know, within probably less than a week, I think. This one's took nearly 2 weeks, and obviously the problem being it had been held in customs. But what he'd done, I think what the problem is that he he'd used eBay to do the mailing, and it just auto generates all the information. So what should have been a pretty good deal worked out to probably me paying, give or take, probably about the right price for it, which bit of a pisser. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to crack it open. But this game, I mean, it took me, I think, about a month to save this up from working on this every Saturday in the local butchers. It's a like little cleaner and all that. I saved me little money up, and as I say, I had to go to a specialist indie shop and get them to order this in. They must have thought I was absolutely insane back in the day. And I played this game to death. There's another interesting story, because technically I I did complete it, but I never got to see the whole of the end sequence, because obviously this is an American game, I was playing it on an adapter. Now back in the day, everyone says that back in the day, there's a few adapters floating about, different converters and stuff like that, and for some bizarre reason, and I think this is typical sod's law for me, the adapter that I used on this particular game had a glitch, and it was literally at the end of the game, and it did this, and it just basically it froze the game. So although I actually completed it, I never got to see the full end sequence. I don't know if some of you might know what game it is. He's wrapped it well anyway, so that's something. But yeah, I mean, now I knew this wasn't in. This is not in Pete's Tastic condition. Okay, and I knew that this is more akin to my sort of Zelda condition, which is fine by me. More important for me, it's complete. Okay, because there's a lot of them that are incomplete, and there's bits here, there's bits there that are missing off it. So I'm so chuffed to get this. Oh, it's awesome game, and it's none other than the mighty Final Fantasy 3. So I paid 70 quid for this, like what, 20 odd years ago, and in mint condition, which I don't know if you can see. This box clearly isn't. There's little nicks there. Yeah, there's the normal wear you're going to get for a game of this age. To be fair, it's obviously been played and been used. It's not been sat in someone's cupboard. But I've seen mint copies for this go for that, and probably a bit more here and everywhere else. Some are never complete. Some are missing bits. Some are missing manuals, the maps. There's a I think this has got the poster. There's a poster. Ah, you bastard. Ah, shit. I thought it had that. That's annoyed me. There's no insert. Fucker. Oh, that's really... Okay. I'm starting to sound like Pete. The cart needs I mean, I don't mind cleaning the cart. That doesn't bother me too much. I just, for the money, you just would have thought it would have been done. Again, it's only surface. It's grubby basically. It's not marked or anything like it. It's just grubby. It's got a dust cap. I'm gonna have to contact him back. I'm not overly. I'm gonna have to check the listing again. And again, the manual, it's not in pristine condition. It's just well used, but it's there at least. And like I say, a lot of them are not. It's full colour, which I can't remember from before. The inserts piss me off more than anything else, because they're a right bugger to get. And it does come with the map, which I say a lot of them don't. All the maps battered to Kingdom Come. this one's actually fully complete. So yeah, I mean, oh God, this brings back so many memories. I played this game to the absolute nth degree. Loved it, absolutely loved it. Right, I'm going to have to contact him, I think. So that really wraps all that up, guys. Obviously, like I say, Final Fantasy 3 is always one of the games that I wanted back in. You know, super. I mean, this game basically started me off. Not started me off, that's the wrong word. But I purchased a PlayStation 1 off the back of this just to play Final Fantasy 7. And it really like solidified my love for RPGs basically. So yeah, that's all I've got at the minute, guys. Don't think there's nothing else coming now. Got a few bits that I'm looking at on eBay, package wise, so we'll see if they come off. I don't know, we'll see if I drop lucky. I'm going to have to contact that guy because that's really bugging me now. Because I think what the problem is when you get something for a bargain, you know, like £1, and you're paying a couple of quid postage, and it's not quite what you think, you can live with it. When you're paying some of the values we talk about here, you expect a certain degree of clarity, I think, and that's the point. There's no reason why you couldn't just run a you know, even a screen wipe over that cart and clean that grub off. So that's bugging me now, because yes, there's no insert, but secondly, there's no reason for it to have come like that. Not the sort of, you know, the prices you're paying. Everyone seems to be having a rant, don't they, lately on YouTube. So that's me done anyway, guys. Take it easy, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, bye.